What's going on, everybody? Justin here to do another video about TNA. No, they're not dead. No, they're not out of business. And they're probably not going away in 2017. So, I think I've done three or four videos about TNA Impact Wrestling and their future and what I thought. WWE was buying them for the video library to put the TNA library on WWE Network. That never happened. That is not gonna happen anytime soon. Probably won't happen next year. Maybe in 2018. Who knows? So Vince and WWE is not buying the library. They could maybe in 2017, but I doubt it. And Billy Corgan. Yes, Bound for Glory went off the air and the pay-per-view happened. They got financial backing from somebody, I don't know who, but it was not Billy Corgan. He had a letter. There's a lot of news to talk about with TNA. So he had a letter signed, I believe, by Dixie Carter saying because he helped TNA, gave them 3 loans. He loaned them money to put on Slammiversary and Impact tapings this year. 2 or 3 times he helped TNA and saved them. So then Billy Corgan, I guess, I don't know if the thing he signed with Dixie, if an agreement was broken and he wasn't sold the entire company or could take over and have 100% power and control over Dixie, that didn't happen. Billy Corgan wanted his money back, and I don't blame him. He probably put $1 million or $2 or $3 million into saving TNA this year. So then Billy, I read, this was weeks ago, like, 3-4 weeks ago. So then I find out Billy Corgan is taking TNA Impact Wrestling to court, suing them. Suing Impact Wrestling, suing Dixie Carter, suing her husband, and suing a couple other people involved with TNA that funded them, I believe. So I believe Corgan was suing them to get his money back and to get control of TNA. Well, the judge ruled in Dixie Carter's favor. I don't know why. I really don't understand why Dixie Carter won in court. And TNA won against Billy Corgan. I don't know why and how they won, but Dixie won and she's still in power and in a lot of control of TNA. So now it's announced, they put out a press release. I'm going to read some of it to you. It was announced that a credit, whatever that means, I guess it means helping TNA financially survive so they don't go out of business. Announced a credit relationship today, November 3rd, 2016, from Toronto, Canada. They put out a press release. That's where this place is located, I guess, that is helping TNA. They're in Canada. They run the Fight Network. That's in Canada. That's where Impact Wrestling has their exclusive broadcasts in Canada are on the Fight Network. So Anthem Sports, that's their name, Anthem Sports and Entertainment Corporation, I believe, and Impact Ventures, the parent company of TNA Impact Wrestling, today announced that Anthem has provided a credit facility to TNA to fund operations. Anthem Sports, this is the next paragraph. Anthem Sports and Entertainment Corporation is a global sports media company that operates Fight Network, Impact Wrestling's exclusive broadcast in Canada, as well as the exclusive worldwide digital streaming partner for all TNA programming. It is also an equal stakeholder of Impact Ventures. So they put their money into TNA Impact Wrestling, so I guess they own more of it than Dixie. But Dixie still has some power, I believe. She still has some percentage in TNA, so she is not gone. She's not going anywhere. Dixie Carter is like a cockroach. She just will not go away. She won't go away and get out of the wrestling business. She won't go away. You can stomp on her, stomp on her, stomp on her. You can slam a book on top of her. You can stomp on her with your foot. She's like a cockroach. Dixie Carter just will not go away and get out of the wrestling business. She should have got out of the wrestling business this year and let Billy take over. Because as a fan of TNA, I have more faith in Billy Corgan running things than Dixie Carter. But I don't know. Maybe this is good for TNA that Anthem Sports and Entertainment, they're, I believe, in full control of TNA. I'm going to read more now about this news. The agreement includes the appointment of Anthem Executive Vice President Ed Norholm, I think that's how you pronounce it, Normholm, to the Impact Ventures Board of Managers. The company will be managed, I think they're talking about TNA Impact Wrestling. The company will be managed by the board with Mr. Normholm representing the board on all major operating and restricting decisions, or whatever that word is. Dixie Carter will continue. I don't like that idea at all. As I said, she's like a cockroach. She's been stomped on. She's been pushed out almost. She's been slammed on with books. She's been sprayed with roach spray. She's been trapped in roach motels. She's been trapped in roach traps, and yet she still has gotten out and she still is around. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable that Dixie Carter still is going to have a position in Impact Wrestling. My thoughts on it, I don't like it. But I will still support TNA and watch. I don't know if they're going to have TV in 2017. I have no clue. I hope they're still on Pop TV because they don't need to be switching around and going to another new network. The ratings for the entire 2016 on Pop TV have not been very good at all. But I don't know. At least they're not like 100,000 people watching. At least over 100,000 watch. So, more of this news and paragraph. More on it. Dixie Carter will continue as chair of the company, as well as her position on the board of managers. And then it says, this is sad, this is depressing. I feel bad for Billy Corgan. The guy, when he was running TNA, I believe he's a head of creative. When Billy Corgan was there as a head of creative, I believe he did a lot of good stuff, a lot of entertaining stuff. He actually did input on TV. I believe he worked closely with Decay, worked closely with Broken Matt and Brother Nero. I believe Billy Corgan in the Heart, well, I believe Matt Hardy is the one that came up with Final Deletion. He came up with that, but I'm sure Billy Corgan had a lot of input. And he probably got it off the ground. Billy Corgan, if he came up with nothing creatively, if he came up with no ideas, he still put his money into TNA to save them. So I feel bad for Billy Corgan that he put his money into the TNA and he hasn't got his money back yet. Maybe Anthem Sports and Entertainment, hopefully they'll pay off Billy Corgan so he gets his money back. Because he put his money into TNA 2 or 3 times and saved them so they could put on Impact tapings and Slammiversary. So he saves them, and then I believe Billy Corgan believed by saving TNA that he was going to become 100% owner of TNA Wrestling. So Billy thought he was going to become the new owner of TNA, have 100% control, do things his way. Instead, he got screwed over. He got really screwed over by, I believe, Dixie Carter. I don't know how Billy Corgan is not the owner, but he's not. They go on to say Dixie will hold her position on the board of managers, and Billy Corgan is no longer with the company. And then they write in another paragraph, this is Anthem Sports talking, we have had a successful long-term partnership with Fight Network as our Canadian broadcaster, and more recently as our global digital partner, said Dixie Carter. Or I guess Dixie said that. Anthem's team. They have extensive media experience, and they're excited to have that available to us as we plan for the future. I believe that is Dixie Carter talking. And it ends with saying we have consistently maintained that investing in content as we grow. Our distributor is important as a strategy, and working more closely with a strong brand like TNA is in line with that. Well, right now TNA is not a strong brand. You need to drop that stupid name. You need to drop those 3 letters. TNA needs to die. Those letters need to die and go away forever. So TNA is not a strong brand. The talent that is under contract, that's good. That's a good start. That's a good start to build a brand. Have a lot of good talent, and TNA has that. I still think they need some more knockouts and some more X Division guys and some more tag teams. But back to this. Anyways, they go. There are tremendous opportunities to support the company's growth on all platforms and in all media alongside Dixie and the incredible talent and staff at TNA. So I really hope this means Anthem Sports, they're putting money into TNA to back them financially so they can keep running shows and they don't go out of business. So I hope this means all the wrestlers and all the women and all the backstage workers, all the guys that work in the truck, production workers, I hope that means that they will all get paid on time for good and not have any more late paychecks. I hope Billy Corgan, I hope he gets all his money back because he got screwed. He got really, really screwed and really stabbed in the back by Dixie. Because I don't think Billy would have saved TNA. He went to give up his own money if he didn't think he was going to take over. That's probably what he believed, and it did not happen, sadly. He lost in court. That was dumbfounding when I found out he lost in court. I didn't understand it. Now this Anthem Sports and Media, or Anthem Sports and Entertainment and Impact Ventures, this is what needs to happen. To go forward into the future, into 2017, 2018, 2019, this is what TNA, Impact Wrestling, drop the TNA name, just call them Impact Wrestling. This is what they need to do. They need to do a lot of this. I mean, to build a new fan base, get more fans to want to watch your shows. This is what you got to do, Impact Wrestling. Under Anthem Sports, hopefully the guy that's in control, Mr. Ed Norholm, you're in control of all major operations and decisions. Hopefully you do this, because TNA has fallen off the face of the planet, in my opinion. So you need to get back. You really have to get back, and I said this in past videos, but I'll say it again. You have to get back on monthly pay-per-views on Sundays. Sunday nights, you got to get back on pay-per-view monthly. And I don't know, if you can't get back on Sunday live pay-per-view Sunday nights, if you can't do that, I mean, I don't know. Have Fight Network run a show in Canada, a monthly show, I don't know, and put it on the internet for the U.S. fans to watch for free, I don't know. Or charge $5 for the pay-per-view, for a 3-hour Sunday pay-per-view on the internet. So get back, Impact Wrestling, in this Anthem Sports. You need to get back on a Sunday live monthly pay-per-view on Sunday nights. And then you also have to get another show, another weekly Impact Wrestling show. You have to get another show on Pop TV. You got to get another 1-hour show on Pop TV. Put it on the weekends, Saturday, Fridays. Hell, put it on Sunday, I don't know, Sunday mornings. Put it on any time. But Pop TV, Impact Wrestling needs another show. They need another time slot. Give them 1 more hour on a different day of the week that is not Thursday. Also, you have to, I believe Dixie is out of power. That's a good thing. But she's still the damn chairwoman. She's still the chair of the company. That's not good, in my opinion. So Dixie is still the chair of the company. I hope they can get rid of her somehow, but I doubt it. Because like I said, Dixie's like a cockroach. I thought she was going to be out of the business in 2016. She's not. She's like a cockroach. She won't go away. But at least she's out of power, I believe, of making decisions on what is good for TNA. I don't know why they're keeping her as a chair of the company. That's stupid. So, do house shows. What else you have to do is do 2 house shows every weekend. You gotta start doing house shows again. Maybe this new group that has invested money into Impact Wrestling, maybe they can put more money in. So you can start doing house shows every weekend. I don't care if 400 people show up every weekend. At least you'll be building a fan base, going around to every state in the United States. Hell, go to Canada, tour in Canada, go tour in United Kingdom, go tour in Europe. I don't care where you put on your house shows. Just start doing 2 house shows every weekend. I know that'll cost a lot of money, but they should do it, because it'll bring more fans of the shows, and then it'll get more fans that want to watch your TV show on Pop, in my opinion. So they need to start doing house shows again. Two house shows every weekend. Also, TNA Impact Wrestling has a lot of debts. I hope this Anthem Sports and Entertainment, I hope they can pay off all the debts, because TNA, you got a lot of them. You have not paid a lot of people that you're in business with. You have not paid them. Hopefully you pay off all your debts. Or the people financial from Fight Network, the ones that are now putting money in Impact, hopefully you pay off all their debts, or else They'll probably just die. Also, get out of Florida. Get out of Florida. Get out of the Impact Zone. I know it costs a lot of money, but start going, I don't know, make your show exclusively in Vegas or something. Do something different. I'm sick of the Impact Zone. The fans that are there, they're very lame wrestling fans. They're probably not even TNA fans. So the fans that are usually there, they're not hype. They're not enthusiastic. They're not excited to even be there. They're not even that loud. It's pathetic. Get out of Florida. Get out of the Impact Zone. As I said, go to Vegas. Shoot your show in a damn casino. And tape, I don't know, 4 episodes a month in a casino. Go to a casino. Go to Vegas. And just shoot all your shows in Vegas. It'd be better than seeing the Impact Zone. And get out of Florida. Because you're not NXT, and NXT are the ones that draw money in Florida, not you, TNA. You're not even charging people to get in the Impact Zone. And that's not your fault, but it's pathetic. Just get out of Florida. You've been there long enough. You haven't made any money, except maybe a little bit of money from Universal Studios. Maybe they pay you guys every year for being there. I don't know. But I'm sure you get barely. I'm sure TNA being on Universal Studios, I'm sure they haven't made any profit doing that. But the only profit is they're probably saving money because they don't got to go on the road. And they couldn't afford to go on the road anyway. You couldn't even afford to pay your wrestlers. Guys like Bobby Roode, Eric Young weren't happy. They left. Good for them. You know they're going to get guaranteed money. They're going to get their paycheck, and it's going to clear from WWE. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows that. So good for Bobby Roode, Eric Young. I'm happy for those guys. I'm fan of theirs also. Getting my words mixed up because I'm excited. And I'm getting a little bit angry also. But good for Bobby Roode. Good for Eric Young that they left. Because they probably were owed a lot of money. A lot of money. I heard they were owed close to over $80,000. Maybe more. I don't know what their contracts were. But it probably was more. So get out of the Impact Zone. I hope you can pay all your talent. A lot of talent is left. Samoa Joe, he left a while ago, but Joe was smart. Samoa Joe was really smart that he got out. He got out of TNA in 2015. He was very smart to do that because he's doing great in NXT. And I'm sure he's making way better money. And guaranteed that he's going to get a paycheck and it won't bounce. So, Joe got out at the right time. Bobby Roode, good for him, he left. Eric Young, good for him, he left. Those are all talented guys. AJ Styles was offered a contract by TNA this year, but good for him that he didn't accept it. If I was him, I wouldn't have. I would have went to WWE also. Good for, I don't know, good for Cody Rhodes, Aaron Rex, Damian Sandow, Drew Galloway. They're in TNA. Cody is only a short-term contract. He'll be gone at the end of the year. He'll be off TV because he wants to work for Ring of Honor also, and I don't blame him. And Cody probably also wants to go to Japan, and he'll make a lot of money there. So, I'm happy for the guys in TNA now that they have a place to work other than WWE, because WWE screwed a lot of them and never pushed those guys like Drew Galloway, Drew McIntyre. They never pushed him really. He was only Intercontinental Champion, then they stopped his push. I don't know why. Maybe he's injured. But in my opinion, they misused Drew Galloway, Aaron Rex, Damien Sandow misused him big time. He was super over. They refused to put the guy on TV. Why, I have no clue. It was a very stupid decision to not capitalize on Damien Sandow and make money off the guy. Instead, you just released him. And I'm sure he was happy to be released because he's probably miserable. Cody Rhodes, you misused him big time. You kept him in a stupid Stardust gimmick. Yes, it was cool at first, but after a year, it was really, really played out. And he should have been Cody Rhodes in WWE. But you released him, or I believe Cody asked for his release and he got it. Good for him. So the bottom line is, I don't want anybody in TNA to lose work and to lose their jobs. I don't want that to happen. I hope this group that is investing in TNA, I hope they turn things around for TNA and things get a lot better. And here's to a better toast. Here's a toast to a better 2017 for Impact Wrestling. Hopefully they start making a lot smarter decisions now that Dixie Carter is not in control of operations. That's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed this video. Follow me on Twitter at WWE Guy. Also, follow me at NXT WWE Guy. Also, I would really appreciate it if you like my videos, watched any of them, please subscribe to my channel and like and comment and share my videos. Have a great week, everybody. Bye for now.